there exists a knowledge older than the stars, whispered by those who have dared to peer beyond the surface of existence. This is Hermetism, a doctrine not born of any one time or place, but woven through the fabric of history, threading its secrets into the myths of Egypt, Greece, and beyond. Its truths are said to be eternal, its origins veiled in the shadow of the enigmatic figure known as Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice-great master, whose name reverberates through the chambers of alchemy, magic, and divine wisdom. The myths surrounding Hermes Trismegistus speak of a being not entirely human, a guide who walked between the realms of gods and mortals. To the Egyptians, he was Thoth, the ibis-headed god of knowledge and writing. To the Greeks, he was Hermes, the celestial messenger. To those who sought him in secret, he was something greater still, a beacon of infinite wisdom who held the keys to understanding the cosmos itself. His teachings, preserved in cryptic texts like the Emerald Tablet and the Corpus Hermeticum, promised not only mastery over nature but the path to transcendence. But as with all knowledge that touches the divine, there was a price. The Hermetic tradition warned of a duality inherent in its power, creation and destruction, light and shadow, unity and chaos. To wield its secrets was to risk unmaking oneself, for the truths it revealed were too vast, too alien for the unprepared mind. The Emerald Tablet, a cornerstone of Hermetic lore, speaks in riddles, its meaning shrouded in layers of symbolism. As above, so below, it declares, hinting at the interconnectedness of all things. Those who have studied its cryptic lines have claimed that it reveals the mechanics of the universe, a system of correspondences that bind the material and the spiritual. But the few who have claimed to grasp its deeper meanings have all disappeared, or worse, been consumed by their revelations. Throughout history, Hermetism has emerged in moments of great change, as though summoned by the tides of fate. During the Renaissance, it ignited a fervor among scholars who believed it held the key to unlocking the mysteries of alchemy and the divine. Yet, even then, its secrets remained elusive, guarded by the Hermetic principle that knowledge must be earned, not given. And so, Hermetism became the domain of the few, alchemists who sought the philosopher's stone, mystics who claimed to commune with the divine, and secret societies who guarded its truths with a zealous fervor. Their rituals, conducted in the dark, spoke of transformation, not merely of lead into gold, but of the human soul itself. They whispered of a great truth hidden at the heart of the Hermetic tradition, that reality itself was malleable, a fabric that could be rewoven by those who understood its threads. But such power does not come without peril. Texts recovered from forgotten vaults and burned libraries speak of those who dared too much, who sought to remake the world in their image and were unmade in return. There are stories of visions too terrible to describe, of scholars who returned from their studies hollow-eyed and trembling, muttering of a cosmic symmetry that unraveled the boundaries of their minds. What, then, is Hermetism? A philosophy? A science? A religion? Or is it something older, something that defies the categories of human thought? To understand it is to walk the razor's edge, to peer into a mirror that reflects not only the world, but the self, and in doing so, to risk glimpsing the infinite void beyond. For those who dare to seek its truths, the journey begins not in temples or texts, but in the silent recesses of the soul. As above, so below. As within, so without. The first step is always the same, to question everything, even reality itself. Throughout history, Hermetism has woven itself into the hidden corridors of human endeavor, shaping the rise and fall of civilizations in ways that remain obscured by time. It is said that those who truly understood the Hermetic principles became architects of destiny, leaving their indelible mark on the fabric of human history. Yet, their influence is hidden, veiled behind symbols and secrets, as if the very act of revealing their knowledge would unravel the fragile balance of the cosmos. One of the most tantalizing aspects of Hermetism is its role in alchemy, an ancient science cloaked in mysticism. While the common mind fixates on tales of the philosopher's stone and its power to transmute lead into gold, the true alchemist sought something far greater, the purification of the soul, the transformation of the mundane into the divine. The opus magnum, or great work, was not merely a physical endeavor, but a spiritual journey. The alchemist's laboratory, with its crucibles and alembics, was both a workshop and a temple, a place where the physical and metaphysical merged, where matter and spirit danced in unity. Renaissance scholars believed Hermetism to be the key to unlocking the mysteries of existence, and their obsession with its teachings sparked revolutions in art, science, and philosophy. Figures like Giordano Bruno and Marsilio Ficino whispered of hermetic truths hidden in plain sight, encoded in sacred geometry, celestial alignments, and the alchemical processes that mirrored the creation of the universe. They spoke of the prima materia, the formless essence from which all things arise, and sought to harness its power, not to dominate the world, but to understand it. Yet, this pursuit was not without danger. Hermetism's focus on unity, on the interconnectedness of all things, held within it a dark implication that disrupting one thread of existence could ripple across the entire tapestry of reality. This truth became apparent to those who delved too deeply into Hermetic rituals. In their search for enlightenment, they encountered visions that defied comprehension, glimpses of a cosmic order so vast, so intricate, that it eclipsed human understanding. Many of these seekers returned from their explorations irrevocably changed. Some claim to have seen the nous, the divine mind that governs all creation, while others spoke of an abyss where all opposites dissolved, leaving only the primal chaos from which existence was born. These experiences were often described in the language of madness, as though the mind, confronted with the infinite, shattered beneath its weight. But it was not only individuals who were touched by Hermetic influence. Secret societies rose to preserve and interpret its teachings, each claiming to hold the true key to its mysteries. The Rosicrucians, the Freemasons, and other esoteric orders wove Hermetic principles into their rituals, seeking to recreate the divine harmony of the universe through their sacred practices. They built temples aligned with celestial movements, encoded the emerald tablets' aphorisms into their creeds, and sought to elevate their members through the alchemical transformation of the soul. The ripple effects of Hermetism also reached the scientific world. Many of the early pioneers of modern science were Hermetic practitioners, their experiments guided by the belief that the natural world was a manifestation of divine principles. Isaac Newton, for example, spent as much time studying alchemical texts as he did developing the laws of motion. To him, the universe was not a machine, but a living organism, its movements governed by Hermetic principles of correspondence and balance. In the modern era, Hermetism remains a shadowy undercurrent, influencing everything from quantum physics to psychology. The Hermetic maxim "as above, so below" has found a strange resonance in the study of fractals and the holographic nature of the universe, where the smallest components mirror the whole. Similarly, the Hermetic idea of transformation echoes in the work of Carl Jung, who drew upon alchemical symbolism to describe the process of individuation, the journey toward wholeness. Yet, as Hermetism persists in these new forms, its core mystery remains unsolved. What lies at the heart of the Hermetic tradition? Is it merely a philosophy, a tool for understanding the world, or something far greater, a key to unlocking the very fabric of existence? The deeper one delves into Hermetism, the more questions arise. What is the great work, truly? Who was Hermes Trismegistus, and what was the source of his wisdom? And perhaps the most chilling question of all, if Hermetism holds the power to reshape reality, what are the consequences of wielding it? The answers may lie not in the texts or rituals of Hermetism, but in the silence between them, in the space where human understanding falters and the infinite begins. As the digital age unfolds, the echoes of Hermetic wisdom resurface, weaving themselves into the fabric of modern science, technology, and philosophy. The ancient axiom "as above, so below" takes on new meaning in an era where quantum physics reveals a universe of interconnected particles, and the digital realm reflects the intangible workings of the human mind. It is as though the principles of Hermetism have found a new medium, offering both enlightenment and peril to those who dare to explore their implications. At the heart of this convergence lies the question of reality itself. Hermetism teaches that existence is malleable, that the physical world is but a shadow of a deeper, more fundamental truth. In the digital age, this concept finds an eerie parallel in virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and the emerging metaverse. What does it mean to reshape the world when the boundaries between the real and the unreal grow increasingly thin? The Hermetic principle of mentalism, which holds that the universe is a creation of mind, seems to whisper from the circuits of our technology, daring us to consider whether we are creators or creations. Yet, just as the ancient Hermetists warned of the duality of their knowledge, the modern age confronts a similar peril. In seeking to master the forces of nature, humanity risks unmaking the delicate balance that sustains life. The same technologies that allow us to manipulate reality, genetic engineering, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, carry with them the potential for catastrophic disruption. It is as though we are walking the same razor's edge as the Hermetic alchemists, striving for transcendence while risking annihilation. Consider the rise of algorithms that shape our perceptions, molding our thoughts and behaviors in ways we scarcely understand. These digital constructs, built on the principles of correspondence and balance, reflect Hermetic ideas in their design. Yet, they also reveal a chilling truth: the power to reshape reality, once the domain of mystics and philosophers, now rests in the hands of corporations and coders. The great work of transformation has been outsourced, fragmented, and commodified, leaving humanity at the mercy of forces it cannot control. And still, the ancient questions remain. Who or what guides this unfolding? Hermetism speaks of the nous, the divine mind that underpins all creation, suggesting that the universe itself has a purpose, a will. In the digital age, some see a parallel in the concept of the singularity, the point at which artificial intelligence surpasses human understanding and begins to shape its own destiny. Could this be the modern manifestation of the Hermetic divine, or is it merely a reflection of humanity's hubris, a false god born of silicon and code? Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of Hermetism in the digital age is the idea that we are creating not just new worlds, but new realities. In the Hermetic tradition, reality is a tapestry, woven from the threads of thought, energy, and matter. Modern physics, with its theories of multiverse and holographic universes, seems to echo this ancient wisdom. Are we here through our technology, becoming the weavers of that tapestry, or are we merely uncovering truths that have always been there, hidden in the code of the cosmos? The resurgence of Hermetic thought in modern times raises profound questions about the nature of humanity's role in the universe. Are we the seekers of divine knowledge, striving to understand the infinite, or are we Icarus, flying too close to the sun on wings of our own design? The ancient Hermetists believed that true wisdom required balance, humility, and a recognition of the limits of human understanding. In our pursuit of technological and scientific mastery, have we forgotten these lessons? As the digital and spiritual realms continue to converge, the line between ancient wisdom and modern innovation blurs. The principles of Hermetism, correspondence, mentalism, polarity resonate through the very technologies that define our age. But the warnings remain as clear as ever: power without understanding is perilous, and knowledge without wisdom is a path to ruin. In the end, Hermetism offers not answers but questions that challenge us to look beyond the surface of reality, to peer into the depths of the self and the cosmos. The journey it offers is not an easy one, but it is a necessary one for those who dare to ask, what is truth? What is reality? And what lies beyond the veil? Perhaps the true great work of our time is not the mastery of nature or the creation of new worlds, but the rediscovery of balance, the alignment of the ancient and the modern, the material and the spiritual. In the silence between the notes of the Hermetic symphony, we may yet find the answers we seek, or the questions that will lead us to them.